here in Sif Dalet, but come open up the, oh, you didn't put it on? Okay. We're holding Likutei Moharan, Torah Hey. We're holding the second paragraph of Sif Dalet, number 4. And this is what Chazal said, that at the time that Shlomo HaMelech married the daughter of Paro, Yorod Gavriel, v'noetz kane bayam. The Gemara says in Masechet Shabbos, Masechet Sanhedrin, that how did the Roman Empire came to be? It said when Shlomo HaMelech married the daughter of Paro, Bas Paro, it says the Malach Gavriel, which is Malach of the Gvuras, came and stuck a stick in the sea, and a reef formed around it, and the mass of land was formed around it, and on this was built the great metropolis of Rome. And we're talking about the spiritual level that allowed the Roman Empire to take over the world for 400 years. This is 400 years is a long time. Which means if the Roman Empire, by the time it was as old as the United States of America, it was just halfway through. And America is already not what it used to be. America, had the world hegemony, after the Second World War. And now it's still, it's one of the two, and it's still this, but America's already sick and tired of, the role of the policeman in the world, right?
That's what Rome was.
The Roman Empire were the boss of the world for 400 years. The Roman citizens used to roam the land anywhere in the Roman Empire without bodyguards, without anything, because the rule of the Roman Empire was such that if anybody was a citizen, to be a citizen is not everybody was allowed to be a citizen.
Yeah,
even when they left Rome, they were still citizens. Once there were citizens, if a person touched them, they would be killed. And not only this, it's like the Mexican cartel. The Roman Empire would chase somebody who touched the Roman citizen to the end of the earth and get him and his children and his family. In other words, a Roman citizen could go around the world scot-free, carry money, no problem. Nobody dared touch him.
Wasn't everybody a Roman citizen?
No.
They ruled the world.
They ruled the world. Everybody were subjects.
If you were Roman.
If you're a Roman citizen, that's between them and themselves are all kinds of mishigas.
Yeah.
But Roman. How can there be such a the Roman citizens said that when Shlomo HaMelech married Bas Paro, so it's the Malach Gavriel, the angel Gavriel came down, put a stick in the sea, and the reef formed around it, and the kingdom of Rome spirituated all that. And now Bena explains this.
Oh, wreath. A wreath, you said?
A reed. A stick.
Yeah.
When Shlomo HaMelech married the daughter of Paro, Yorod Gavriel v'noetz kane bayam. Gavriel, the Malach Gavriel, came down and inserted a reed in the sea, and a thing was formed over it. A reef was formed on it, and the great metropolis of Rome was built on it. And what is alluded in it is as follows: Pirush. Gavriel denotes the midah of Gvura. The Yorod Gavriel means that's the step down process of the Gvuras as they come and they fold out. Hainu Yiras Chitzonius. What is it when the Gvura, when the Yira is in the source, you're just afraid of Hashem. But when the Gvura step down, they manifest themselves in mitzvahs in this world, it becomes Yiras Chitzonius. You're afraid from animals and from robbers and from everything else. That's external fears, which is drawn from the step down of the gevuras of the upper worlds. No, it's Kanabayam. He stuck a reed, the Yam HaChochma, in the sea of Chochma. What is the Yam? Is Yam HaChochma. Kaneh, that reed we're talking about, Ze Pchinas Kol, Ayotzema Kaneh. That's the voice that comes out of the kaneh, of the pipe, of the windpipe. A reed is basically kaneh, is a pipe. You put a pipe in the Yam HaChochma. So when the call that comes out of the kaneh, the voice that comes out of the throat, the Yam HaChochma is the seichel, and the Yam HaChochma, the sea of wisdom, we're talking about the seichel, which means like this: Hainu, al-dei ishtalshus hagvuros, through the step-down process of the gevuros, shibchinas susfita de dahava. Susfita de dahava means that's the impurities of the gold. And in other words, Yiras Chitzonius, because gold is red, it denotes the silver, denotes chesed. The gold denotes gvura. So the gold is symbolizes the yira, as we know. Now, Yiras Chitzonius is called the impurity of gold. And the impurities come from the step down of the gvuras, and the step down process of the gvuras and transition of the gvuras, they, as they step down and become coarser and coarser, this also causes, also the external chokhmas. External fears, external chokhmas, it's the same thing. Yesterday we explained that from Yira is Zahav. Zahav is called because Zahav is red. Red is Yira, white is Chesed. And we explained yesterday that Chokhmas Chitzon is that external Chokhmas, external wisdoms, they are derivatives of Gvuros, of constrictions. Because every Chokhmah, you take the blank mental energy, intellect from Hashem, and you put it through a certain system. It can be physics, it can be mechanics, it can be basketball, it could be, writing poems. It's basically taking a formation through a system of very clever constrictions, of taking a certain raw energy and coming up with... Chos v'chisonis means that you format the raw intellect into things to run around this world, not to run, not to get close to Hashem. This is called Chochmas Chitzonius. This is, and it says since this Chochmas Chitzonius, and what this causes, in other words, the minute that there is the Ishtalshus HaGvuros, there is the reed, which is the call, which is the voice, gets stuck in the Yam HaChochma. Doesn't reverberate, doesn't produce the thunder. It hits it with a dull thud. That's it. Nothing. Shumola v'sosa v'chochmas chitzonius. It says, and the voice remains thrusted in the thickness of the seichel, which is full and verstopft with external wisdoms. and it doesn't produce thunder. Like you fill up the, the instrument, and it does not. And then people are not going to hear it, and they're not going to wake up to Avodas Hashem. And this is how this specific pasuk will be interpreted. Through or because of Yod Gavriel, the step down materialization coarsening process of Gavriel. In other words, the Ishtalshlus of the Gvuras. Not Kaneh Bayam. The Kaneh, the voice, remains stuck in the Seichel and does not echo, does not reverberate, does not create ramming, does not create those awakening. Yeah, just like it hits it with a dull thud, as I said before.
What is that at the beginning of?
That's the Gvuras, that it's Kaneh is removed from the throat, the voice comes from the throat, right? So instead of echoing, it gets stuck in it, because it's full. The instrument, which is Moech B'Shidam Chochma, instead of being clean from outside Chochmas, which is like a violin, which is clean everything, the strings above it, and you can hear it. The minute you fill it up with Chochmas Chitzonius, what happens to the sound? The sound gets stuck in it. Doesn't do anything. Yep. Vayiker, and the main thing that the person needs to be careful, lishmo moichoy shelo yachmitz. Guard your brain so it doesn't sour, doesn't get chochmas and foreign chochmas and taivas. V'zeh ma shenemar is what it says, ga'ar chayas kana. In Tehillim it says, scold the beast of Kana. The life of Kana, Chayas Kana. Kedisa B'Zohar, it said in the Zohar, what is Ga'ar Chayas Kana? Kaneh Ches Teshabem Taser V'Nahei. The Kaneh also means the stick, right? It says, break the stick of Ches and make hay out of it. What's the difference between Ches and hay? That there's a little difference, the left leg is broken. In the hay, the left hand is broken. It's so he says, break the left leg, the kana of ches, and make hay out of it. V'zeh ga'ar ches kana. In other words, break the kana of the letter ches. And so there's taseh me'oises chametz matzah. What you're going to do if you take the letter ches and you break the left leg and you turn it from ches to hay, instead of the combination of chametz is ches, mem, and tzadik. Matzah is hay, mem, and tzadik. Right? The only difference between chametz and matzah is this leg, the left leg. You break the leg of the ches, you turn from chametz to matzah. Because they both have the letters tzadik and mem, but in the chametz you have ches, and in the matzah you have hay. Were you to break the kana of the ches, the leg of the ches, and turn it into hay, shabam, what did you do? You turn from chametz to matzah. This comes to tell you, don't sour up your chokhmah, which is chametz. And through this, you'll be able to zoicha to matzah. Matzah is a holy brain, is a pure brain. A brain without leavening factor, without shtusim, without impurities. So why is, when you want to say break the leg of hay, why you say scold, fight off? Gar means scolding. Why is it using that particular? It says Lashon Meriva. That's from to signify a quarrel, a fight. Gar, an altercation. Ki matzo, the word matzo in itself is one of the verbs used to describe an altercation. Which is matzo merivo, an argument and a confrontation. Matzo is as it is said in Yeshayahu, "V'yuka ein shematzoscha." The people that oppose you, the people that fight you, will be like nothing. Which means that the people that are arguing with you will become like nothing. So what does it come to tell you? What does it come to? What kind of war are we talking about? What kind of confrontation we're talking about? The tzadikaya avdin matzlusa b'sitri Moharan. The tzadikim, they fight off the sitracha, the other side. The lo iskavo l'mashkara de kedusha, that so it doesn't come close to the mashkara de kedusha. The tzaddikim, they do an argument, they confront, and they instigate war with Sitra Achara, so the Sitra Achara does not come close to Mishkan the Kedusha. Hainu, what it means to say. First of all, Tachas Lamaisa, this means two things. The first thing is, when you will make sure to be on guard with your Chochmah, not to enter it chokhmas chitzonius, not to put into it external chokhmas. Don't think, of bad thoughts. Shehem b'chinas kaneh de sitra acha, which denotes the that stick of sitra acha. Keneged, kaneh de sitra acha, that stick of sitra acha that came down, through Gabriel, put it in the sea. And the entire big metropolis of Rome formed. So this kaneh of Sitra Achra is also a kaneh de kedusha. There's this reed of kedusha. Where do you find kaneh kedusha? Keneged kneh chochma, kneh bina de kedusha. You have kneh de Sitra Achra, which produces Rome, produces the totalitarian rule of the Sitra Achra for hundreds of years. And right next to it you have Kneh Chochma, Kneh Bina. In other words, there is a reed, a kaneh, a voice of Sitra Achara, and opposed to it there is a kaneh of the Kedusha, which is Kneh Chochma, Kneh Bina. The voice of Chochma, the voice of Bina, which also means acquire Chochma, acquire Bina. When you are going to fight off the Sitra Achara, and you will fight all the time not to let into your brain bad thinking, bad thoughts of external chokhmas and thoughts of tightness, of desires, forbidden desires. This will save you from the aspect of chometz, which is sitra de moisa chometz. It says, "Kol machmetzes lo tochelu." The word machmetzes, the Zohar says, taman chometz and taman mes. There is chometz and there is dead. Kol machmetzes is mem, taf, and chometz in the middle. So kol machmetzes, so the side of chometz is the side of death. It is said machmetzes, the word machmetzes, taman sita de moiso. Machmetzes, this is the side of mavis. Because Sitra Achra, the Sitra Achra denotes the process of things becoming rotten, from things decaying, from things spoiling. And Tzaddik Kedusha, and the side of holiness, is the side of life. So you see that through the matzah, which is matzah meriva, that's the argument that you fight with your onions and horror, not to let the foreign chokhmas go in, not to let the bad desires go in. That you have to fight the bad thoughts. They want to come and say, please let me in, I'll be your best friend. He says, no, don't come in. A person is zocher to break that essence of chometz, which means the souring up of the brain. And then to the point that the seichel turns from chometz to matzah. You broke the left leg of the ches, from chometz to matzah, and then you zoich b'zat Hashem to a clean, a pure brain. If you can please press el botones.